Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Batwoman Season 1, Episode 14, Grinning from Ear to Ear. And I am just excited for this episode to see more of Alice and where she's going to go, to see more of Kate because I love her, and to see what's going to happen now Mary knows. And is she going to confront Kate? Just what's going to happen. I'm excited. Let's go. Also, before I start, just a quick note that there haven't been flash reactions for the last couple, just because I said way back in October when I started reacting to these seasons that because there's so many Arrowverse shows, I'm not going to guarantee every single episode will get reacted to. I film reactions to all of them, and as long as I love the episode and enjoy it, it will get posted. Sometimes if I've got a lot on my plate, like I'm quite behind at the moment, if I don't particularly feel an episode when I'm watching it, like the last couple of flashes I've enjoyed, but I haven't really felt like I was reacting very much, so I just saved myself the editing time to post a reaction that was a bit lackluster. So yeah, that's why there haven't been those. I'm sure once the Iris plotline really gets going, I will be reacting like crazy to them, so yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, Batwoman time now, let's go. No. Oh dear. I love that Kate's bar's open now.
Mary! Hey! Say that like
she gets Batwoman, just coming to terms with her sexuality.
Where's my cow?
In the shop. Giving it a little upgrade.
I heard where's my cow, and I was thinking Kate's a cow.
No.
Echolocation.
That would have been a really good idea, but no.
Somebody's in a good mood.
Am I? You so are. Like, giddy happy. I'm married or sleeping with someone. I'm not sleeping with anyone. But if you tell anyone, it'll take me an hour to hide your body.
Oh, of course she's gonna know that it's Kate when she says Batwoman.
Batwoman.
No, you didn't.
It was a peck that lasted several minutes.
Batwoman can't.
You seriously have no idea.
And
no.
Mary knows.
Wait,
she knows just how awkward it is.
Huh?
Why Batman pushed people away?
She's not
You realize the moment
Bruce.
anyone knows
Nobody needs to find out.
doesn't mean
They
they
can know
won't.
Kate knows loves her. He told you that he was going to want your help.
The gunning down Lucius Fox in a C-store robbery.
That confession was coerced by a corrupt GCP.
Oh,
Not a crow's
he's
fault.
Luke's dad's killer. Well, not that we know now is not really his killer.
Line her.
You can do this, Kate.
Do you want to come inside?
It's also kind of, I mean, I assume she's going to end it. But it would be weird because they know each other in real life. Sophie is not here for that. But it's kind of weird because you do know each other. Like, this would be less weird if she didn't know her identity and they were strangers. But they're exes and they're in love with each other and it's a lot. So she needs to kind of tell who she is quickly. Is it her husband? Oh. Oh dear, her mother.
Give your own mother a heart attack.
Mom, what are you
Probably because she's heard about her separation. I need Mary to talk to Kate about this.
I'm on the image. You can't put a price on
I
that.
think Fruella, whatever her name was, is gonna ruin your image.
Budget for Hello?
Just
Is
leave.
anyone there?
Stay on the phone, honey.
It's not even like a
Does she kill people or just disfigure them?
Influencer Kimberly Wright.
Mary's an
Victim of a
influencer.
brutal face
Oh dear.
Not about the fan base thing. That sucks.
Campbell's waiting room as we speak.
Dr. Ethan Campbell?
The only plastic
Oh dear.
surgeon in the city. Looking into this because you own a real estate firm and these women are most likely future property buyers.
Exactly.
Kate, you're not even trying anymore.
I mean, I'm a DM. I could do it. I mean, I'm a
No, stay away from Campbell.
A vast array of medical knowledge could come in handy in endless scenarios.
Yep. She's trying to sell herself to Batwoman.
I'm good, Mary. Thank you.
Tell her you know.
I'm happy to help.
I love Mary
Mary.
so much. But she sees you as someone to protect. Oh dear, is she gonna come out?
I fell out of love with him.
They were more like the GCPD.
No,
Batwoman.
more like Batwoman.
And if you're homophobic about this,
He is someone who represents
Batman was different.
how, Mom. How
Represented values I actually believed in.
oh Sophie. I know, like, parents and losing parents. Oh.
I don't have a lot of time.
Kate, you have to tell her this is weird.
You okay?
I know Sophie's just,
My mom.
it's so hard with parents, but to be honest, she's better off without her mum if she can't accept her for being gay.
I'm 20. Upside of having to hide it. She won't.
Kate, it's kind of weird because you know each other. You do need to tell her. As cute as it is.
I did some digging, and I think
It's less
that
weird if you
Gotham
don't know each
serial
other
slasher
before.
is tar-
Bat sources, okay?
Those bat sources be of the tall, dark, and girlfriend material.
Hit list.
As long as Mary's not on it.
You're right, Goblin.
Use this without have my permission and I will find a new place to put my batarang.
Yeah, copy that. Running the image now.
Take your batarang thing with you. Is it her or the mum? Oh goodness. Did she do it to her own mum? Behind you, she's saying behind you.
And you're gonna need a mod.
Oh god.
You're blocked. You know when you confront him face to face.
She's probably gonna kill you, but this is very good advice.
To regain that.
Then shrink me. What do I?
A third person that acts as a buffer between you and the abuser.
Batwoman?
Incredibly helpful, Dr. Malone.
She's going to kill you.
I do wish we could have made this a weekly affair.
No, please.
Alice, you need to stop killing.
Flasher case.
How did you know?
Because I am.
The needle is hot pink.
That narrows it down.
You're gonna color.
Not good.
Oh dear.
Into another vehicle.
What is this girl's name? Duella? Fruella? Tuella? Luella? Yeah, because Sophie's gonna get in trouble for being found here.
Wait, what? Get on.
She probably should have gotten her own car and driven off, to be honest. This is so sweet, but I need her to know who Kate is. Well, she knows who Kate is, but you know what I mean.
And now you owe me, so
She doesn't know about that.
punch life back into your veins.
Oh.
I need a. You two aren't really pals after all.
But not because Kate told her, because she just found out. Oh god.
Luella.
Goodness, hurry up, Batwoman. Come on.
Tell me someone got that on camera.
I felt like we made a good team in there.
We did.
But
How do you see this playing out? I take you back to my cave.
you live in a cave?
Once that happens, I'm no longer a secret. I'm a face.
Very true.
A person. You can keep secret. Because we can never be more
Sophie,
than
you're
this.
getting there, okay? You're learning, you're
That
growing.
shouldn't be enough.
So proud of you, but you need to keep going.
As long as I'm with a woman who wears a mask, I'll always be wearing one myself. I think I have some things I need to figure out.
Yeah. Sophie, you are making such strides, okay? You've got this. I'm sorry. You are doing it. You're finding yourself, and that's okay. It takes time, but you are making so many strides.
Who's there?
Alice,
I think a crow would destroy evidence.
I think he thinks you would. Is she still there? Is her face gone?
Have mercy.
Finally perfect.
So that's...
Be here, Duella.
Yeah, she took her face. I knew it.
No.
Hmm.
No, you're dead.
I mean, the facing is very
I
creepy.
shot you.
I mean, I'm Team Alice on this one. Face stealing aside. Is she gonna have the talk with her mum? I love and support you, Sophie, okay? If she doesn't, it's her loss.
What lie?
You can do this, okay? I believe in you and it's gonna be okay, even if it doesn't seem like it in the short run.
And for the first time,
I'm so proud of you, Sophie, okay?
really, really happy. It wasn't a him, Mom.
You've got this, okay?
It was a her.
This is the bravest thing you've ever done. So proud
For
of
years,
you.
I kept it a secret.
Sophie, I'm so proud of you, okay?
The Lord didn't make it hard enough on you.
Oh, fuck off.
Not enough to have to prove your damn worth to the world every time you want to be part of it, huh?
So you think you'll just make your daughter's life even harder?
I didn't ask for this.
Sophie, I'm so sorry.
I didn't ask
Get her
for
to
any of
leave.
those things, but each of them make me who I am. Why am I only hearing about it now?
Why'd you think?
Because I didn't want you to look at me the way you're looking at me now.
Sophie. I am so sorry about that, sweetheart.
Oh, fuck off. Sophie, you deserve better and I'm so
What do you
sorry.
expect disappointment to look like?
Sophie, you have done nothing wrong. I wish you had no one to talk to right now. I wish you did. Confront her.
Like you had a long night. If you want to talk about it, you want to talk about anything.
Mary.
You know I'm here, right?
Tell her you know Mary.
It never once occurred to me that you'd tell my mom or your dad that I was living a double life. Out of school or
But you didn't
arrested.
share the same trust in her.
So I hope one day that you feel the same way about me.
She does. She's just trying to keep you safe. And... I mean, Kate, you know she knows now. Tell her. Okay, it's not happening today.
What do you want?
Mouse. Revenge. Sweetheart. I actually feel really bad about Alice in this scenario.
Never. And every morning as I wake and
Alice needs intense therapy to try and become Beth again.
I will tell you where you can find you.
Is he dead or is he brainwashed? Oh dear. That was another brilliant episode of Batwoman. I love this show. I will start with Mary because I feel like that was a thing that was put on the smaller parts but still very vital. And I'm really enjoying the fact that she knows. And I love that her initial reaction was just, I think it was amazing. And to kind of just leave a lot of hints around that, like when Kate was very clearly coming to her as Batwoman, even though she was Kate, and, you know, saying like, oh, do you think these girls could one day be clients? And Kate was like, yeah. So that was a rational... I don't know. Kate's not doing a good job of keeping it a secret, and she's not even aware that... I mean, I think now surely she's got to be aware that Mary knows something's up. I would really like Kate to tell Mary. I mean, obviously Mary knows, and she's made it very clear that she knows that she wants to help, that she trusts Kate implicitly. And I do think Kate trusts her. I think Kate trusts her more than she realises. And I think since she's come back, she's trusted Mary more than she's realised. She always probably kind of saw her a little bit as her flighty little stepsister who had replaced Beth, and so she couldn't love her because she'd replaced Beth. But I think there is a lot more of a bond there than even Kate has realised. But she is realising just who Mary is and how much she can depend on her. So I'm really hoping that's going to keep developing into something really special, because it already is. Then we have Sophie, and you know, she has been someone that my opinion flops with. I've always believed in her potential as a character, and you know, I think this episode was a really pivotal one for her, and it broke my heart, and it like solidified her now, as I don't care how much flopping she does, she'll be a character I want to protect and that I love. I know she's always had this struggle, but you know, she was brave enough to come out to her mum, and she knew the reaction she'd get, and her mum was as awful as you could imagine. I mean, I suppose she didn't hurl abuse at her, but short of that, you know, she didn't even try to be like, oh, I'm sorry, this must be hard for you. She was kind of like, why am I only hearing about it now? And of course I'm going to be disappointed. Well, very clearly she didn't want to disappoint you before, did she? Even though being gay shouldn't disappoint a parent. Anyway, I have a lot of strong feelings about that. If you agree with Sophie's mum, please leave this video and don't come back to my channel, because homophobicness is not something I tolerate. But I'm so proud of Sophie. I'm proud of Sophie for saying that, you know, she didn't want to go back to the Crows because they didn't agree with her way of her values, that, you know, she believes in Batwoman and she believes that there can be a future with Batwoman, and she just... I feel like I've had a lot of feelings for Sophie this episode, so I'm really excited to see where she's going to go. I feel like maybe she will end up back with the Crows, just because Jacob was like, I need your help, and although I don't agree with your Batwoman stance, I need your help. So he's kind of not telling her she has to be anti-Batwoman to come back, so maybe she will come back. And the fact that she's come out to her mum, obviously that is a huge blow, in the sense that it was bad. It wasn't, you know... When you have something that you feel like you tell someone you're scared, it's going to make them react like that. If they don't, it is the biggest relief. But if they do, it is utterly, like, you know, she may have lost her mother forever. And in my opinion, good riddance. I mean, it's never that easy when it's your own family. But if your parents can't accept, if anyone in your life doesn't accept you for who you are, as a reason as based as homophobia, then you are better off without them, even if it hurts you, because you deserve a mum. Like, Sophie deserves a mum who loves her, but if she doesn't have that, screw her mum. Sophie will be stronger with... And what I'm worried about at the moment is that kind of the life she built, her support mechanisms were her husband, I suppose Crow people like Jacob Kane. Those are not people she can go to with this dilemma. Kate, I'd like to think that if she's really, really struggling with her mum rejecting her, she might be able to go to Kate or even Mary. But I don't know. I just hate to think of her going through that alone, because even though she did the right thing and that was the most courageous thing ever, and I'm so proud of how brave she was, it is still absolutely gut-wrenchingly crushing, the fact that her mum turned around and was like, I'm so disappointed, and just threw it back in her face, and I am heartbroken for her. So yeah, that was a lot with Sophie, and her relationship with Batwoman is a weird one. I mean, I am glad that Batwoman, Kate, said, you know, if you're using me as an escape, that's, you know, you can use me to have the life you want, but also keep it secret, like I'm a secret. And that is what Sophie was doing, and I think that helped her realise that she's been on this journey of coming out of the cage of her own making, which was a fear, and into freedom, and I'm really proud of her in the direction she's going in. But she's going to need to find out Kate's Batwoman soon if they're going to continue any kind of romance, because it's just so weird in the context that they have this huge history that one of them is fully aware of. It's not like if they were both in masks and neither of them knew who the other one was, and then they formed a relationship, you know, that would be different because neither of them would knew. But Kate, knowing they've got this history, it's weird. I'll accept it for the amount they did this time because they had one kiss, then Kate went to try and break it up. Kind of ended up, you know, Kate didn't really pursue Sophie or anything, but it's still weird. So I kind of feel like if anything, if Sophie comes back in a week or 2 or 6 episodes time and is like, okay, Batwoman, you know, I've dealt with it, I'm out. I don't want you just as a masked person. I want you to take the mask off. I want to know who you are. Let's do this. I need her to immediately be like, I'm Kate, and not be like, let's kiss some more under the mask. You know, I need that to happen, and I'd like to think that Kate could maybe just reveal that she's Batwoman to Sophie very soon, and that she can know Mary knows, so then we can have a little squad of people that are the core characters, and they can all know, because that's always the most fun. So yeah, I'm hoping Kate's going to talk to Mary soon, and maybe even to Sophie soon. But yeah, I'm so proud of Sophie, and in a way it has to get harder before it gets better, and she's doing it. She's done the hardest thing she's going to do, and I'm so proud of her. I don't know whether her father's in the picture or not. They haven't, I think she didn't refer to parents, or she might have just said family. If he is, I suppose we don't know what his reaction's going to be. He could be worse than her mum. She could lose both of them. Grandparents, aunt, uncles, like I don't know what Sophie's family, I don't know how much she could stand to lose from this, but maybe some of them will surprise her. I don't know how much more we'll see of that, but I hope we kind of see Sophie dealing with it and realising that if her mum doesn't accept her, that's her problem. It's not Sophie. So I'm really proud of her, and I am rooting for her even more than ever. Then we have the plastic surgery doctor, who, you know, is obviously Mouse's dad, and I hate him most. I think I hate him more than I hate Alice and more than I hate Mouse, because, okay, sure, we don't know his backstory, but he was just like, oh, my son's disfigured. The world is going to be horrible to him. I must kidnap a girl to be his friend and make face masks. That is a very irrational response to this, you know. Okay, yeah, the truth is that there are horrible people who would make fun of him, bullies at school, that there are people that would stare, that little kids wouldn't know any better than to stare and to maybe say, what's happened to his face, mummy? But you have to teach your kid to cope with that and to be like, they're the ones that are being dicks, and not everyone would. I mean, if someone just has facial scarring, that doesn't mean that they're a most people would see past that and give him the benefit of the doubt. And if the bullies and the jerks didn't, I mean, if he wasn't athletic in America, it seems like everyone gets bullied, you know. It's American high schools, if they're like they appear on TV, they are not good places. But I mean, I feel like he's just evil and twisted, and he's twisted these two children into what they are now. Now again, Alice, if she doesn't choose to redeem herself, or doesn't choose to make steps in the right direction, I will write her off as a villain that I hope gets her comeuppance. But yeah, I'm not too sad that Alice has caught him, although I do worry because, like that psychiatrist was saying, Alice isn't over it. She thinks she is, but her whole facade is an act. Every part of Alice is an act she puts on to act like if she's the biggest, baddest thing around, she can't be scared anymore when she is still suffering and feeling so many feelings of abandonment and fear and all that stuff. So that gives me hope that Alice could somehow be saved, because she's still feeling things even if she tries to hide it, and Mouse is going to be terrified because he's got fear gas. Like, what's going to happen to Mouse? I mean, I feel like this is not going to be a good thing. He's going to be even more unstable than he already was. So yeah, Alice, I actually found myself really sympathising with her and really rooting with her without much of my but you're a villain side that I have. Like, I was kind of forgetting that she was also a serial killer when I was like, oh, poor Alice. So yeah, I did really, really enjoy this episode. I'm absolutely loving Batwoman even more than I mean, when Batwoman came out, I was a little bit, like, when it was announced, I was like, oh, another one. There's so many shows in the Arrowverse. I don't know if I have time or, you know, the bandwidth to invest in another one. And now I'm like, Batwoman is the best one that's on at the moment. I love it. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving the show. Thank you for watching.